the same point. The pressure's on. They've got to make some decisions.
You just can't sit there and wait too long for your opportunity because your chip total will just diminish.
Absolutely, you're going to get blinded out. So Jim Rich is going to come in with ace-8, and he's facing the 3-9 offsuit. Not a very strong hand.
Here's the flop.
We have ace-5-10 on the flop. Jim Rich's flop top pair. And he's going to step out and make a bet.
You know, I don't think Ed Victoria at this point has... I don't think he's folded his hands yet.
And he's got no reason to call this one.
None.
Though. I mean, this might be a hand he really needs to get out of.
Let's see. He's played everything so far.
I'm not really sure what he's thinking about, unless he's playing a little bit here just to make it look like he has something. But he's probably thinking, how quick can I fold this hand and look good? And he's going to call. That's a strange call in my mind.
In his mind, what do you think? What's he hoping for? What's his strategy at this point?
That's a good question. I really don't know what he's looking for. I'm looking at that board. I'm looking at his hand. I'm not sure what he's thinking. He does have four to a flush, but if you see the flush is not very high, and even if Jim Rich is bluffing, I mean, we're looking at Ed's 9 high hand right now.
Well, he's hoping that Jim Rich will back away.
Call.
And Jim's not going to back away.
Jim with the aces now is in commanding position.
Absolutely.
At some point in Ed Victoria's position, if you're bluffing, right, you're not gonna keep throwing money out there. Well, let's find.
Been representing all along that he has a hand, and he might have to continue doing that if he's any chance at making this pot. But I really don't see Jim Rich getting away here. He's not going to lay his hand down.
125,000.
So he comes in with a strong bet of 125,000 chips.
Yeah, he's really representing that he has a flush or that he's caught his 2-pair on the river. He's really representing that he has a flush or that he's caught his 2-pair on the river.
Okay. See how much he's got left.
Jim now needs to make a decision.
He wants to know how many chips Ed Victoria has left in his pile.
He's looking for information. He's asking questions.
Now, would he be considering going all in at this point?
Jim could be considering coming back over the top to put the pressure back onto Ed, because Ed's been playing all along, putting the pressure on top of Jim, and it's Jim might be thinking of turning the tables here.
3 million chips in circulation to start with. The idea is accumulate all of the chips, and whoever does that goes on to the final. So the chip count is 240,000 right now.
In total.
Okay, and the bet's 125.
120.
317.
It's 125,000 for Jim to call this bet.
125.
Man, he looks like a nervous camper right now.
They're both looking a little nervous, actually. A little nervous grin on Ed's face there. He's really saying to himself, don't call, don't call. He's looking at Jim. He's trying to give him the signal, please don't call. Little does Jim realize he's got the winning hand, and it looks like he might even think of throwing this.
It does look that way, doesn't it?
And
Oh,
so
it's
he
a
does.
great job by Ed Victoria. You got to say, he played it out. You wondered why he was hanging in there, and he did a great job. Beautiful work by Ed Victoria, who's far and away the most aggressive player at the table. He's played virtually every hand that we've seen.
Yeah, he's a very inexperienced player. He has 3 years experience, but playing it right.
And we asked Ed Victoria beforehand, what